dealing
I've
with...
started. So,
Okay.
did the proper start. So, hello everybody. Pyro's going to the toilet. Congratulations.
No, I said...
It's Morbin time indeed.
Hang on, I'll go live.
Fuck hell.
Alright. Oh, okay. Never mind. There we go. Sorry, that was Final Fantasy. I was on the wrong thing.
Wait, you were broadcasting Final Fantasy instead? Was that what's just happened?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Thanks for them likes. Oh dear. Oh man.
Yeah, because I changed a bunch of shit, so I'm figuring it out. And Mandime, thank you, though it is not Fortnite tonight, unfortunately. But next time I play Fortnite, I'll make sure that I put random skit. Has it swapped back to? No, it shouldn't have swapped back to Fortnite. It should.
You're having so much trouble
right?
today.
My goodness.
Congratulations.
Let's confirm it is in fact Dungeons and Dragons.
It is in fact Dungeons and Dragons. That is what we are playing today.
No, I'm saying, is that what's on mine?
I don't know. I'm not watching your stream.
Ah! And I went to the effort to open your now.
Well, you were about to go to the goddamn toilet, so...
No, I said soon. It all started, and then as soon as people are rolling or role-playing, then I fuck off.
I see. Okay. Yeah, more problems indeed. I'm still trying to figure out a good place for the chat. Because it's just not working out for me. You know? You know?
I don't want a tip. I want a free spin. Oh, there we go. Free spin. Woo!
Anyway,
nearly got your 50.
Skilly.
Yeah.
Skilly.
We're starting the game. Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, what the fuck happened? It was like a whole week ago. The team was finally getting back together. After having been away for quite a bit. Yeah.
Now I can't remember.
Yeah, everyone was coming together. Varys did some things with the locksmith, keymaster.
You make it sound so weird. I talked to him and made him a cup of tea.
Did some weird stuff with him. It's really
was
weird.
I here last week?
Yeah, I don't know. Were any of us here last week?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It was weird. We were all like kind of semi-checked out, but I think it was because we were all apart as well, so it made it weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of those days. But anyway, Ailey did spend some time off at the old checking out the warehouse. As had received some information from Wayclaw that that there was a place of interest around the Thieves Guild, and pointed it out to them.
20.
Yeah, and Ailey got a nat 20 on investigating the warehouse. Went around the outside of it, and got a good
around the outside.
Yeah, around the outside. Got a tick wall on it, very very much so. Fucking Christ, that was bad. Anyway, yeah. So they've got a good knowledge of the outside of the warehouse, and its incoming and outgoings, at least during trade hours. Turn on my light here, set it to the right color. Yeah. That's the main sort of shit that happened last week. Otherwise, it was just, yeah. Everyone finally getting back together. Varys had come in on the night train and is just arriving back at the train station a few hours after Ailey has returned from their night escapade of looking at the warehouse and seeing what's coming and going.
Where everyone gets the bargain.
Yeah. So Ailey is Varys has arrived early morning. Yeah. What is the haps? Train pulls in. Everyone's who's been sleeping down in the train station is woken by the train, chugga 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 chugga, coming right in. The hissing of the doors opening, and Varys stepping out, spotting Thrakus and Ailey just sort of chilling by a fire. You know, the usual stuff.
Ailey practically sitting in the fire.
Yes.
And what's the general mood as I get there?
I mean, Ailey's ecstatic. They stirred some shit they stirred the pot and sowed some weird ass fucking rumors.
Oh
They're
yeah,
having
that
a
is what
great
they do.
time.
So, yeah. Ailey is
12
definitely.
feet tall, guys.
Yes.
12 feet tall.
Ailey is on cloud 9. But Thrakus just seems dejected, and Joe seems like he is inactive. Not like entirely dead. You still hear the slow ticking and whirring of his gears inside of him, but yeah, he seems like he's deep in computation.
Oh, is he defragging?
Yeah, maybe. I did use hard disks back then. Solid state, don't defrag those. Don't do it.
Well, I think first port of call would probably be to go up to Joe, because last I saw him, he was dead, essentially.
That's true.
Joe, glad to see that you're up and about.
Yes, it's good to be online again.
Are you okay? You seem a little off.
Well, as you know, I've been processing that dragon's memory, and well, it was a slow process for a long time, but it seems that the old turn off and turn on again has really knocked some things loose.
Okay.
So
big things.
Well, I know where he was constructed. I know that somewhere in the last few hundred years, there was. So he had gone into hibernation along with the rest of us when we were powered down, and has lost a lot of his memories of the time of our construction. That is probably, it seems to be for a reason. It seems to have been designed that way. But something in the last few hundred years has changed him in some way while he was in hibernation. There was an incursion into his place of construction, and he did dragon things and then flew off, and that's where we found it. As he was attempting to recharge at Copper Night.
Okay, you think you might have a lead on these people who did this?
Well, I know exactly where. I know, very vaguely, I guess. To me, it's exact. The directions I can give to you would not be. But
I see.
Yes, he is. I know where they're constructed. I know where other dragons of his nature would be constructed. It is a city much like the one that we are in the mountains. It is definitely somewhere.
Mountains.
Yes, it is somewhere that I would like to. I would like to investigate as quickly as possible, if I
can. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad to me. There's a man, the locksmith, who tinkers with constructs and things. Do you mind if we see him at some point? I mean, he probably knows at least a little bit about your construction, more so than myself and Zupemo. He might be able to help if anything's wrong.
Yes, I do imagine that I will need repair of a more skilled nature at some point.
Yes.
I would be
I
willing
mean,
to see such a
I
person.
was able to do it last time, but I wasn't this time. And just in case Zupemo may not know what to do next time, we have an in with somebody who at least has some sort of knowledge of construct nature.
Yes.
So what's been going on here?
Well, Ailey, if you would like to regale your tale of what you did.
What did I just miss?
Varys talked to Joe about what he's been up to.
Yep.
About his feelings.
Yeah.
About his feelings.
About his feelings.
Robots have feelings. No.
Yes. They also count electric sheep. Anyway, are you gonna regale your tale, or shall I just fill in the blanks?
I mean, yeah, you just fill in the blanks. I'm gonna eat this biscuit.
All right. Well,
Oh goodness.
roll me an insight check, Varys.
Yeah, sure. That reads.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
This is probably
Oh, we got the bag of holding as a character now. Nice. Inside. Good thing I took my awesome man. There we go. It's 20.
Nice. All right. So, Ailey, in their normal way, regales you a tale rife with inconsistencies and embellishment and aggrandization of themselves and everyone around them. But you get the gist that
his eyes glaze over slightly.
Yeah, you get the gist that that Ailey went and saw Wayclaw. He gave them some information about a possible location of interest regarding the Thieves Guild that you might be able to get some information out of. Ailey then took it upon themselves, their own initiative, to go and investigate this warehouse. Found out that that it has the standard rotation of trade coming in and out. A lot of stuff with lots of different incomings and outgoings. Just lots and lots of trade through their warehouse of different kinds of goods. That there's been a lot of rumors about you guys, and there's probably a lot of people on the street who would try their luck against you guys if they knew for sure that it was you guys, and that Ailey had attempted to inject some misinformation into that, and you're not sure how well that has gone yet. And then Ailey went back at night to continue getting more information. Yeah, get a little bit more information, but it wasn't really that much more than they already had. And then they came back. And that's where you find yourself.
Okay. Cool. Wait. How is Thoricus doing?
Thoricus, how are you doing? That good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Alright, then.
Cool.
Also, Wayclaw was unsurprised that of all the new people we found, it was an elf.
Yeah. And Zupimo is
makes sense.
Zupimo is just off to the side, sort of half looking and inspecting the surroundings.
Oh, is he still here?
Yeah, half sort of like
Zupimo.
Oh, not Zipimo.
Okay.
Zofan. Sorry, too many X
Oh.
XZ words.
I see.
Zofan. It's still
It's like I meant luck.
no. Zipimo is well gone
Right.
now. My bad.
Yes.
Wait, that's
I
the
assume I
wizard's
was.
name?
Was I? Yeah, that's the
I
name of the
called
shop.
him the wizard.
Yes, the wizard. But no, Zofan is
Sure,
still
we
here,
went badly on that.
looking around. Idly, he doesn't need to sleep, so it's just sort of been milling around, kicking stones, thinking, "What the fuck have I done to get myself into this?"
You committed a great sin in the past life. This is your punishment. You have to hang out with us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, from what Ailey's seen, how is the traffic? Like, when are the least busiest points of this warehouse?
Well, in the middle of the day, there won't be any trade coming in.
Right.
But also once the night shift has finished their stuff, there's a nice short few hours where nothing is coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's probably the time to strike then, I think.
okay. Well, you've got a full day until that point, so.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Well, out of character, I know that Supimo said that he's got some new shit. In character, Varys probably want to go thank him for helping Joe back into the realm of the living.
That's true. That is true.
We already got the whatchamacallit paperwork for the house. Yes.
Yes, Aelid picked that up.
Okay. Then yeah, that'd probably be about all I would want to do.
Hands it over with minimal mud. But there'll be some because Ailey was out, you know.
Yes.
That's fine.
I mean, you've got.
I'll put it into the bag of holding.
Cool.
Sweet. I will.
So, what is the plan?
I guess rest until morning and go see the Magic Man, and then prep to blow up the Thieves Guild.
Okay. So you rest
making time.
You rest for only like a few hours before sun probably rises. You know, he came in basically as like it was like midnight-ish, midnight to early hours of the morning. So it's not too long. It's been a couple of hours milling around before you would know that it's around daytime. You know, you and Ailey are the only ones who have been out recently. The only ones who really know what time it is. But also Joe has basically an internal clock. To tell you exactly when the time is. So.
Cool beans.
What does your bias say?
Although I guess he's probably out for a couple of hours too. So, like resetting the microwave. But anyway, you guys know enough. You know to look out and see when the time is. So, all right. So, everyone's coming up and out.
It's up to everyone, I guess.
Well, I'd say Ailey would want more sleep. If they
You've
had
been asleep. You'd
night.
Absolutely got enough sleep.
Oh, okay.
You have no problem sleeping. You're little tipsy, you know, you're a little bit elated, but you manage to sleep no problem, especially right next to a fire.
Yeah,
oh, dollar store wallet.
Oh, no. This economy?
Amazing. Anyway,
Yeah, Ailey would be like, sure, I managed to sneak my way before. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Do you wish to remain bandaged then up to
Yes.
residual human form? Cool.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about Thoracus? If anything.
Is Thoracus coming with us?
Thoracus? Thoracus? Are you there? Hello?
Uh-oh.
They've disappeared.
It's because I called them out about TikToks.
Dun dun dun.
How dare you.
Yeah. How dear. I guess we'll say for now that Thoracus is going to remain behind.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. It will remain in the
Yes.
train station. As their appearance is a little bit harder to obfuscate. Cool. So
Come along, son Gilbert.
I am.
it's just a
not
regular
a-
halfling.
Yes, I look nothing like Gilbert anymore. I'm the same height as Gilbert.
Yeah. It's probably been a little while
About
since
it.
you've been able to shave as well, so you've probably got a little bit of stubble going.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
The life.
I know, crazy. Definitely don't look like a child at all. Anyway, all right. Well, so Varys, Joe, Zophon, and Ailey all come up the elevator and prepare to make their way through the city. Ailey obviously is attempting to be very stealthy about it.
Yeah, as always. Well, especially coming out, we always want to be stealthy leaving there so people don't notice.
Fair. All right. Well, anybody else who's stealthing, please roll stealth.
Sure, I guess.
This strawberry soju is really good.
That's-
Okay. They were hidden, but Zophon and Joe did all right. Cool. So you guys leave, make it out onto the street.
Joe is coming with us though, but okay.
He wants to. It's been a while since we've been outside.
That's true. Yeah. Well, no.
And he was
but
dead.
Doesn't remember. Yeah.
Oh, can I grab an extra pouch of spice before I leave as well?
You carry a massive barrel of spice in your bag at all times.
Oh, do I? I thought it was a massive barrel.
Oh, no, you're right. You've got a
Gunpowder.
bunch of pouches. But you're right. You've got a bunch of pouches of spice. I was thinking of gunpowder. Sure. How many? You've only got You've only got about 20 or so pouches left. So.
I'll take 2.
Take 2.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
Now, you guys make your way outside. Regular deal. Onto the street.
All going on.
All right.
That's how Ailey stealth. Just annoy everyone so they forget you.
Yeah, totally. That's totally how it works. Yeah. So, how are you doing this? Main roads, side roads. What's the
Probably side roads, I'd imagine.
side roads?
Alleyways and things where we can.
Okay.
As long as we're not too obvious.
Cool. So I'll get you guys to make a perception check once you reach the main road.
Yep, nah, Ailey's not paying attention. They're being like, I'm stealthy, I'm stealth.
Yeah.
None of this paying attention, just
No.
being filthy.
Well, neither are they. Luckily, Varys is paying attention.
That's my job.
Somebody's got her.
Yeah. So you reach the main road. You look look both ways before crossing. And you do notice that
watching out for carts.
Yeah, you do notice that there is some semblance of revelry going on. It's not. It's normally a relatively bustling city, but it's a little bit more bustling than it is normally.
Is it another festival?
Quite possibly. It's not nearly like it's not nearly as like intense as the one that you had previously dealt with. The Lovers Festival from Cardport. This one is a little seems more like it's like a commercial holiday, as people seem to be buying a lot of things, and there seems to be like sales on and stuff.
Oh no, it's Black Friday.
It's not nearly as bustling as Black Friday, but
wait, are we approaching midwinter?
No, it's still like the middle of spring. Yeah, it's literally dead in the middle of spring.
Are there any? Is there anything like signage wise pointing out why people may be happy and joyful more so than usual?
No, doesn't seem like. Not with that perception roll, anyway.
Wow, fuck me for trying with a 19. Jesus.
Is it any of the equinoxes that like Ailey's tribe would participate in that she would draw parallels to? Yeah. Midwinter, midsummer, mid-spring.
Well, I mean, it is pretty close to mid-spring. It's legitimately right in the middle of spring. So you could.
Where people are buying lots of shit for spring.
Yeah.
And not out in the fields.
Yeah, basically. Like, I mean, yeah, you come very much from a farming background. From all of you are mainly from that sort of town. You're not really from like a bustling metropolis or anything like that. So yeah, for you, springtime is sowing the seeds and like revelry at the end of the day when you're done. It's certainly never been about buying things or anything like that. Yeah. None of you are particularly magical. If the Rykus was here, then I might get them to roll something for this, but you guys don't know what exactly it is.
Off we go then.
Cool. Making it through the streets. Taking the back streets. Alright. Make it through the gate without anybody seemingly noticing you. Make it out to Chicken Church. And can from miles away you can see the fancy blue hat sitting on top of the magic shop.
Yay!
Grand. Approach and enter.
Cool. Alright. So, nothing much has changed on the inside of the magic shop. There's still the shelves of books and other bits and bobs on different sides of the place. Mainly on the stock on the shelves in the stock. He sells books more than anything else. He seems to keep a lot of this merchandise other wires hidden behind the old counter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you don't really see anything brand new when you enter. You just walk up.
Yeah. Give him a wave. Say hello.
Ailey,
Hello.
I'm sure has found something shiny to look at.
I'm sure.
Hello.
Hello.
So you were successful in treating my friend here.
Yes, it was simple needing of juice, it seems.
It's good to hear.
I'm not sure how well it'll work in the future, but worked this time. That's all that I need.
That's the important part.
No.
Yes. So how's the shop been?
Well, that is sort of what I wanted to bring up. Sort of why I had alluded to your companion, that I wanted to see you again.
I was not told, but that does not surprise me.
I see. Well, he snaps his fingers a couple of times, and a young halfling girl comes out from behind the stacks and runs up towards the counter.
You can open the door. You can do it.
Yeah, she's like short, curly red hair. She looks like a hobbit.
Yeah.
Like properly.
Yep.
Yeah.
An actual halfling.
Like an actual halfling hobbit. Comes running up to the counter. You called, master? Yes, apprentice. Please don this and attempt to cast the light spell. As he hands out a small golden ring to her. She puts it on one of her fingers. It seems, as she grabs it, you can see that it's very much meant for a human finger. But as she starts putting it on, it shrinks down to her halfling finger size.
That's cool.
And then she puts her hand out in an attempt to cast a spell, and nothing happens. I'm sorry, master. It seems to have happened again. No matter. Pass that back, please. She takes it back off and hands it back to him. Now, go back to the stacks. Of course. She runs off. Now, you.
Yes.
You put this on.
Yes, I.
You put this on and try.
Yep, I shall do so.
Right.
I mean, it didn't work before. I don't know if it's going to work.
Yeah. So you don this ring. You know, you're not familiar with magic or anything like that, but as soon as you put it on, you feel a tingle in the base of your mind. That you felt it before when you fired bullets that have had a pretty extraneous effect, but only for a moment. This time you're feeling it, like it's truly there.
Cool.
And as you attempt to, do what he says by trying to cast it, you feel it sort of light up your mind, and in your hand, the ring becomes like pulsing white and lights up the whole store.
Something intense.
Yeah, pulsing white and lights up the whole store. Doesn't like get hot or anything, but it's just nice and bright.
Varys is squinting at Zepimo.
Yeah.
Is this what you wanted? Is this good?
Yes, you can. You can stop now.
How do
Just take it off.
I do that? Okay, I'll pull the ring off.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yes. So this ring and many of my other jewelry items that I have were enchanted in a very specific way, not to not to simply contain a charge of a spell, but to grant the wielder the knowledge required to cast a spell. A simple spell, of course, nothing complicated. Simple.
Oh my god, Dizzy. Fuck's
Simple
sake.
light spells, simple healing spells, simple just little things, you know, that street magicians could do. Nothing spectacular, but no one in this godforsaken land can use a single one of them.
I can.
Yes, but you are not from this land, are you?
Yeah, that's true. Yes, that's right.
Yes. And that
Is it
is
something to do with the land itself?
I am not sure. All I've
Could it be something to do with those metals?
it very well could
It's
be.
it's been popping up a lot. Like a lot of shit has been, either caused by, related to, or in efforts to stop this metal. It's a
I
common
see.
occurrence.
Well, I only have the information that I have studied so far in my studying with your magic and your spells, your spice, and with the populace, at least the ones that I can get a hold of, and attempt to utilize these things. Now, there are other items that I have that don't require you to know to cast the magic, you know, and then, unlike like an enchanted breastplate or enchanted sword, they don't require you to.
He does that.
No, we can't. That doesn't require you to have your own innate spark of magic within you. But these items and any scrolls that I have, they just don't. They can't use them at all. It's almost as though they don't have an essence of magic within them, which, to all current understandings of magic and spirit, any being with a soul should be able to cast a magic spell. But they can't. And yet they live. And yet they have souls.
Are you sure?
Well, there's been plenty of religious people showing up trying to save them, so I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean,
Who
I
has
guess.
that soul? Ailey looks
Are
up
you-
from whatever they're playing with at the moment.
Joe sort of nods at you, doesn't say anything.
Joe has more of a soul than most people I've met.
See?
Okay. What other things? I mean, I'm happy to help with experiments if you need. We've got a bit of time. We've got some plans this evening, but otherwise,
you have basically
I'm
confirmed.
attached.
You have confirmed at least that it is not so much a. If it is something to do with this land, it is not something that happens instantly when you walk upon it. It is, or even over time, it is something that must take a long time. If it is this land, it must have been some powerful effect. Otherwise, if it was something that happened to them for a long period. But yes, it seems generationally, over time, they have simply stopped having magic. And this seems to be why they have been mining this spice substance and have been utilizing it. Because there are many contraptions I have found across the world that require the use of magic, but they've not been able to initiate without the substance. Yes. Such as cookers and vacuum cleaners and things.
Very weird.
Yes.
Not a vacuum cleaner.
I don't know, it's some sort of like cleaning apparatus.
A spice thing for the king.
A what thing?
A spice thing? I don't know. A spice axe? Like your bullets, they were the only things
Versus
that damaged
looking
it.
at her. What the fuck are you talking about? What is this fucking
The
spice?
spice bullets were
I'm
the
not a
only
blacksmith.
thing that damaged it.
I make
Maybe
bullets.
he
Yes.
can spice something else for us.
Maybe, but I mean, I'm not sure because Willie attacked him and his axe was magical as well, so it's not
But
just
not
magic.
magical.
I guess. I mean, maybe. Could you enchant a weapon with spice? You're already doing that, are you not?
I mean, I'm attempting to use it in some forms to in the runic signatures for enchanted items. I haven't had much success yet, as I had been spending most of my time undoing your cursed item. So
Yes.
yes.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
But what this at least means for you is that pretty much all of the items that grant the user the casting of a particular magic are on clearance. So,
Oh, wonderful.
if you want this light ring, you can have it for 500 gold.
What else have you got?
Well, put everything. Jesus Christ. Well, I have several other rings of similar nature. I have a ring of protection, which allows you to cast protection from good and evil once per day, though. I have a ring of prestidigitation, which allows you to cast the simple, very simple magic. Cantrip. Prestidigitation. That one, however, is $2,500.
What is that?
It lets you. It's what Joe uses to clean you guys up. It's like a minor
flavor food with it.
Yeah, it's like a minor miracle, sort of stuff. Instantaneous, harmless sensory effects such as sparks, puff of wind, music notes, hot odor. You can light or stuff out candles, torches, small campfires. Instantly clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. You can chill, warm, flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for an hour. You can make a color, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or surface for an hour. You can create a non-magical trinket or an illusory image that can fit in your hand and last until the end of your turn. You can cast it multiple times and have 3 of its instantaneous effects active at a time.
I think the light ring could be quite helpful for me in particular. But I have a counter offer. How about 400 gold, a bag of spice, and this? And I'll pull out a bag of 25 mimic teeth that I have on me, which I added to my inventory at some point and just found.
Yes.
Ailey puts on the table like the bed. Don't they still have a bunch of feathers and stuff as well?
You do have a bunch of feathers and stuff.
From when
This is pointedly ignoring the feathers.
Yeah. So as you dump the
no way. Instead, Ailey will put down the giant scorpion stinger. And I have this.
All right. So as you put down you sort of pull out of your pocket and dump onto the counter the mimic teeth, which just like some of it looks like just like jagged bits of wood, but without further inspection. But the bits and pieces where teeth become different parts of the furniture that it was representing. He sort of nods his head a little bit and looks at it from side to side, giving it a better inspection, and then rolls his hands around on the teeth, and then pushes the bag of feathers off the table without even looking at them. Yes, yes, I will take all of this, and you can have this ring.
You don't want to make spice
Wonderful.
arrows?
I don't want to make anything out of feathers, thank you very much.
I also have
Man.
for you these. Ailey places down her drawings of the clockwork dragon and the zombie dragon.
Fabulous. You don't know.
Here you can see the intimate workings where I've done this side diagram here of how it went together. But over on this side of the rendition, you can see where the acid eats through it.
Fabulous. I don't care.
I thought you liked the clockwork things and wanted to know more about them.
Yes, if you have a piece of that dragon that you would like to give me, then I would be more
We
happy to
still have
oblige.
the head.
No.
Now, was it a tooth? I can't remember what we tried to take from it.
The Rikus
I have-
has middle claw.
Oh, that's right, because I think Ailey failed the roll.
I
Yep.
also have its flame canister. But
Yep. Thoracus has a
that's-
10-pound metal dragon claw in their
Nice.
inventory. And yes,
um,
you do have the flame
oh.
canister.
I will look to him and motion for him to come closer. He's like, look at this. And I'll pull out my spicy frag grenade and show it to him. I made this. When I was bored, I was left on my own for a day, and
I see.
this is what they made. I pull out the thermite mine. I also made this.
I'm not really familiar with these contraptions, but I see that you are very proud of these, so congratulations.
I will let you know this one, and I'll like move the frag grenade. This one has some spice inside of it, as well as a bunch of gunpowder. It's gonna make a hell of an explosion. We were using a distraction type thing, and I made the house grow like on all sides, like 2 inches. It was really weird.
I see.
Mm.
I'm-
So I'm gonna throw this at the Thieves Guild person and hope that it does good things.
I would love to hear the results.
I will absolutely tell you. This one is a lot more mundane, and I'll show him the thermite mine. Somebody stands on this, they are not going to be having bare legs anymore.
I see. Fabulous. I am very,
Yes.
very happy.
This one
for
is
you.
definitely. Thank you. It's mundane, like I say, no magic in it. But I'll let you know how that one goes as well.
Thank you.
Oh, question.
Yes.
Do you know anything about the Thieves Guild?
I mean, I know what. I know that they are a thorn in the side of many a tradesperson. I know that I had to pay additionally back in from my origin to transport goods without them taking anything out of it. I have not had any run-ins with them or their ilk while I have been here, but I am aware of their existence.
Fair enough. Probably steer clear of their warehouse.
Okay.
If I were you.
You tell them where warehouse is. Well,
Yeah,
I don't
just
really,
quietly.
don't really travel to that part of town, but thanks. I will indeed.
Wonderful. Well, keep an ear out. You will probably hear when we are there.
Yes. Anyway, I do also have some scrolls for you if you'd like.
Oh, sure. I mean, I'm a bit tapped out on gold, but it'd be nice to know what you've got.
Well, I have a scroll of blight, a scroll of dimension door, and a scroll of just reading through his things. I think that's about it. Hold on. Yes, this just came in. I have a scroll of seeming as well.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh. How
You
much is this
don't
scroll of
like
seeming?
these, Gilbert.
Ugh. There's Prentice, the bridge of the nose. I don't do well with subterfuge. It's not my thing. I just like being me.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, the third level spells that I have, which is the Blight and the fourth level spells that I have, which is Blight and Dimension Door, are going to run you 2,500 gold each.
Ooh.
And the seeming spell will be 5,000. That is at a discount, by the way. These are not cheap to make.
Oh well.
I appreciate the amount of effort that must go into it, but I'm sure you can also appreciate that we are not flush with money right now.
Well, I thought you guys had taken on a dragon. Where is all the gold?
It
We
was a
haven't been
clockwork
paid
dragon.
for doing it.
Well,
Yet.
you best be finding
Oh,
more dragons.
Well, we know where one is, but kind of got to deal with the Thieves Guild first.
I see.
Very hard to kill a dragon if other people are trying to stab you in the kidney because you have a bounty on your head.
I understand.
Hmm.
Well, I look
I'll
forward
bear
to
that in
your
mind.
patronage once you have
Haley looks around the shop to
Indeed.
see who was listening. Because
Okay,
blatantly
roll
killing people.
a perception.
What if we're being followed? God.
You don't see anybody. No one that seems to be paying attention. I mean, most of this place is usually relatively empty, okay, with the occasional browser of the books, but you as you have found out, it seems that most people here are unable to use most of the stuff that's in this place, so have probably left behind that stuff. You do know that he does stock potions and stuff as well. If you wanted to try and ask him about that, if you need any other stock ups.
Actually, I'll probably broach the subject of the jewelry before we hit off.
The other jewelry.
Yeah. No, just jewelry in general.
Oh. Okay.
You are getting this jewelry from within town?
You mean the jewelry that is enchanted?
A craftsman?
I mean, the pieces that I currently have, I imported with me, but I have not yet sought a supplier of fresh jewelry that needs to be enchanted. Again, I haven't had much time. I was expecting to take on an apprentice while I was here, but as you see, that has not gone as well as I'd hoped. So I've not yet had the chance to increase my output of magical items. So yes, I will be looking into getting jewelry from your friend.
Good.
His name
Just
I can't
checking.
remember. What was his name?
Tesolo.
Tesolo? Yes.
Jeweler Tesolo.
Yes, I will. Yes, once I am in need of more stock, I will be doing so. But as it stands currently, creating more magical items is only going to does not provide a profit to me currently.
It's not
unless
a market with a lot of margin.
Yes, unless you guys happen upon a lot of gold and want to buy my entire stock. So there you go.
I mean, if we happen upon a lot of gold, that's probably likely.
Well,
wonderful. All right, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Think fondly of us if we die.
I sure will.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. You leave the magic shop.
Mm-hmm.
You start going back into town.
Do we need stealth?
If you want to.
Probably a good idea to at least try, I think. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, not good.
Exactly the same.
Good stuff.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh, that could have gone badly.
So, start making your way back into town.
Joe and I are having a discussion about life and death and what happens.
Joe is
just loudly.
Joe is clinking and clanking a little bit more than usual today. Making your way to the gate. Zophon spots that there is religion here in the chicken church. And does
Is the burnt church?
Yeah.
We didn't forewarn him about that, didn't we?
You did, but you know. He says
still seeing something in the flesh.
Yeah. He says, so are we... This has been a crazy couple of days.
It has.
To say the least, for me.
Yes.
You know, you sort of blindfolded me and took me into a train station and then took me halfway across the country, and then we talked to some real high up politician, and just I really need to take some time on this. Do you mind if I just go and like do some religion things over there, and you guys just come and pick me up, or I come and find you when I'm ready to deal with whatever is going on with you guys?
Is that the technical term? Go do religion.
Well, you know, for me it's gonna be.
I wouldn't know. I'm not religious myself.
I was trying to put it in terms you would understand. I'm going to go and pray to my God for a better understanding of you people.
Into Jensen.
No, I've not heard that name before.
It's a diamond dragon. I'm not a religious person myself, but I'm 1 for 1 on prayers to Jensen being acknowledged. So I'm never going to pray to anybody else ever again. Not even Jensen again. Because 1 for 1, 100% success rate on religion, that's I can't beat that. I am only decreasing my odds.
I see. Well, I applaud your faith. I will
Thank you. Rock solid. Alright, have fun.
Diamond solid even. I'll see myself out.
Yes, you will. Bye.
Alright.
And Zophon has left the party.
Yeah, Zophon has left the party until we find out.
One less NPC.
Until we find out what Timbar's doing. Yeah, one less person.
See, for Skelly to have to manage.
One less person. Holy crap. I'll still lose you with Joe though, because you still need help. Anyway, alright. You guys make it into the gates proper. Still stealthing around. What's the plan?
Good question. How much longer do we have?
It has only been like an hour maximum. Maybe 2.
Grand. Well, we're doing this at night, yes?
That seemed to be your plan, yep.
Okay.
It would make it much easier for you to bring along the whole party if you did it at night.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking that I need to attune to this this ring of light.
Nope.
But I did.
Nope, you don't. That bitch just works.
You don't? Oh, okay. I thought there was an attunement thing on it.
It does have an attunement thing on it, but it does not actually require
It's not necessary?
No. It just fucking
Sweet.
does that shit.
I mean, that's great. Because that means that I can see. But also, I do have still 2 potions of night vision, which I can use.
Damn. Why does it look like it has... It's so weird.
What's that?
It looks like it's got like charges to be consumed,
Yeah, it's in that column.
but it doesn't.
Odd. Very odd.
There we go. It's probably because I copied another item to do that.
I see. Sweet.
There we go.
My suggestion. No, pardon me. My suggestion is that we have another thing that I haven't used. We have the spell scroll of Hero's Feast. If we want to bulk up before heading into this, because it could be if things go wrong, this could be quite the fight.
Could be.
But I will throw it to the party because it's a. I think it's is it a rare or an ultra rare or something? I don't know what that.
It's pretty big deal.
Yeah, because
it's a
high level spell.
It's a level 6 spell.
Yeah.
So it is an extremely rare scroll that you have. Well, I can't remember what I filed it under, but it would be. So if Zupimo was selling a level 5 scroll for $5,000, and it's 1 level up. So if you wanted to sell that to someone who could use it, then they would probably pay in the realms of like 10,000 gold for something like that. Because it doesn't require the bowl, it doesn't require a spell slot.
Yeah, it's just you just use it and
you just use it and you get it. And it is you take 1 hour to consume some food. You get 2d10 increase to your hit point maximum for 24 hours, and you also are immune to poison, being frightened, and all your wisdom saving throws are at advantage for that same 24 hours. It's pretty nice buff to have.
So increases your max HP as well too, doesn't it?
Yeah, maximum HP is 2d10.
So it stacks with 10 HP.
Yes, it will.
Which is pretty boss. But yeah, I'll throw that to the party. If we want to use this before we go into the Thieves Guild warehouse, then I'm fine with that. If we don't want to use it, I'm also fine with that.
Cool. Well,
so I guess for now we're heading back to the train station.
If that's your plan.
Yeah,
I
mean,
not hearing any.
Not hearing anything from anyone.
Yep. So
I mean, we didn't get paid, did we?
For what?
Oh, why do I forget his name? Wayclaw. He said he was going to put a little something together for us.
Yes, but he did not provide that. Well, yeah, I was going to say Ailey did not say anything about that, but no, he did not. He did not provide Ailey with that.
Grape him for some extra.
I think you're cutting out because all I heard was something extra.
Yeah, I think you did. I think you did cut out at the beginning of that, but yeah, I did get the gist of what you were saying.
Great Wi-Fi in this spot here. Sorry.
Sucks.
It keeps going from like 1 bar to 4 bars and then back.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, I was fairly certain I tried to push him for some money at one point.
Yes, and he did say that he would be putting something together for you. But he did not provide it to Ailey.
That's fine. If he didn't give it to Ailey, then I doubt he's got it ready yet. So that's fine by me.
There's been a day since
Ailey,
then, so you don't know.
What do you want to do? Oh, you're true. I mean, he didn't ask to see me. Zipimo did though, so
Yes.
I'll see him at another point, I'm sure. Daily.
I mean, it's like Ailey would want to investigate more what this like festival is going on, and we'll look for some random like street children to give like a copper or a silver to as well, and tell them to go buy something yum and try and find info from, you know, the usual antics.
Sweet. Well, drop a silver and roll me an investigation at advantage.
Because Ailey's weird and likes children.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because of how they You still want me to roll?
No, you don't need to. You don't need to roll it. It's as high as you can go. So, well, yeah, the first kid you come across, you're about to hand it. So you can keep that silver. You're about to hand over the silver and be like, "Hey, what's the deal here?" And you see him hold up.
What's the haps, small child?
You see him.
A copper.
Okay, fine. Drop a copper then.
Yeah.
As you're about to like as he's about to turn around and you're about to give it to him, you see that he's holding 2 flags, and they're the 2 moons of this world. So what's the name of these fucking moons? God damn it!
So we'll know what this is. Because...
You'll know in a sense what this is. You've heard of this sort of stuff happening before. You're not big into the moons. You aren't fucking werewolves or anything. You ain't a ranger, so you don't really give a shit. But you do know that Duralis and the other one is called. Where did I write this down? I didn't put it in my fucking notes like a doofus. But I had it. Soralis. Yeah, Soralis and Duralis. So Duralis is bigger. So Soralis is about the size of Earth's moon, and Duralis is a bit larger. So it's not often that they line up with their rotations, with their visibility.
So they're lining up.
Yeah. So for the next few days, for this week, they're at almost perfect alignment. So they're currently cresting, and by the time they reach half moon, once they reach half moon, that's when they go out of sync again. And I think Soralis will keep going into its.
Would we know enough to tell Thoricus about this, because Thoricus might care more?
Yeah. Once you get there, you probably be like, "Hey, the Twin Moon Festival is happening for the next week. In this place, because this place is not religious, they've turned it into a Hallmark holiday. They're selling stuff, they're doing like moon-shaped cakes and stuff.
Is there a specific day that's gonna be like the biggest event day? Because I feel like that Ailey would be more keen to go and rob that warehouse then, because everyone will be distracted.
Well, this is the first day of it, so they're probably going to do something later on tonight when the moon's in full, when the moons are out. So currently both of them are waxing crescent, perfectly, and then they mainly keep the waxing crescent all the way up until the nth day. So it's currently Sunday. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of them being in an almost perfect alignment, going from waxing crescent all the way up into first quarter, and then at that fifth day, they finally separate again, and Sorala starts waxing more than Duralis does. They separate again. But yeah, this place isn't very religious. You know that back in the old continent, there were lots of different festivals and shit around this. Lots of religious significance is put on the fact that the moons are aligning in any phase. Whenever they join up in any nature, all sorts of people try to do fucking all sorts of bullshit. Like, this like rituals and shit. People think it's the best time to bring back fucking the dead, all that kind of shit. But from what you get out of this, there's just a little festival happening, and that they have turned it into a commercial holiday where they sell shit.
Yay!
So, because they don't do any religious bullshit. They don't do magic. So. All right.
Wait.
Anything else you want to do?
Well, probably buy some of those moon cakes. They sound delicious.
All right. Well, they are 5 silver each.
For one.
For one.
So, how much do I get for 1 gold? Is that 2?
Hold on.
Because it's 10 silver to 1 gold, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I might as well buy 4. So, 2 gold.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Yeah. 10 silver to 1 gold.
1 for everybody. So I'm sure friend Joe will be like, no thank you, and it will go to Codswallop instead.
Yes, it probably will.
I won't bother putting them in my inventory because I'm giving them to everyone as we go.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I'll give 1 to Varys now.
So you're buying 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, so 2 gold.
Yeah.
Are you giving that in gold, or are you giving that?
I gave it in gold again, just because I don't have enough silver.
Cool.
I need enough silver for 1.
Well, I mean, so because this place is kind of this looks confusing. Sorry, Sarah. It's not supposed to be. It makes more sense when you're around more often. So this the during this, you can see that there's a lot of people who are using gold.
Oh, sorry, True Noob. I just saw you.
Wow. Yeah. So you see, there are a lot of people using gold around. The city specifically does have a lot more upper class in that sense. Fair enough. Yeah, so this place is much more upper class, all that sort of stuff, hoity-toity. They tend to use gold a little bit more, but also as it is a commercial festival, people are breaking the bank and giving out a little bit more than they would usually, and using the $100 bill instead of the using the coins. So there's a lot of gold being transferred. So it's not as weird.
Mm-hmm. You might have covered this while I was not here, but do we know, or could we ask, if there are going to be any fireworks displays?
Yes.
Well, I guess that can. I guess that can. I guess that can cover an Ailey's investigation.
If we can time it right.
No, there will not be any fireworks investigations.
Of course. Yeah. Too good to be true.
No. So when you do ask the very excited young boy about if there's going to be fireworks, he puts on a sad face as he's really excited for fireworks, that there's not going to be any, and he says, no, that's not until the end end of spring 4th, which is the month you're currently in, which was not for another.
So that's half a month.
Yeah, that's another like 40 days away at least.
Yep. No, never mind.
It's the end of spring. Will be
Do it tonight.
Will be when they do their their fireworks display. So if you want to wait that long, it's up to you.
Let's skip forward 40 days, Skelly. Nothing interesting happens.
Long rest for 40 days.
Yep. Just pull a Joe and just stay out of commission for a while.
Totally.
Fucking Wakelaw's like entire city goes to havoc, and he's looking for us, and we're asleep in the train station, hibernating like bears.
Yep, just several more dragons come out of the ground and start attacking everything, and you guys are like, whatever, don't care.
Hey,
Rillen's entire plan comes to fruition. Okay. The fucking dead horned god comes out of his sunless place and just takes over the world while you guys are just sleeping for 40 days so you can see the fireworks. Jesus Christ, guys, come on.
40 days and 40 nights.
Right. Let's head back to the train station. I think we save the scroll for now.
Okay.
Just in case. Because I feel like while this could be a strong fight, I feel like we still have to we still have to take out fucking Rillen and his group. I think that could be better used at that point rather than now against some thieves.
Yeah. As you guys don't really have much magic, it is very much very much a one-off. It's not like having a druid in your party that you can just constantly cast that shit.
Up until the most recent one, like
I think so.
It was what? Ailey was the highest spellcaster up until recently.
I mean, you still are.
No. Yeah, because Zophan's left.
I mean, well, with Joe around now, I'm not the highest spellcaster, but he didn't. Yeah, he wasn't going to be walking around, so he didn't use the seeming spell. If he was going to walk with you, then he would have used it. Because it doesn't have a super long range on it. So yeah.
Yeah, it's only 30 feet, is it?
I don't think it actually states specifically on it, but I'm gonna say that it's like 120 feet. That you have to be at least close enough for a spell. Like you can't just be on the other side of the fucking world using the same seeming spell. That'd be crazy.
Joe's just like cast seeming on us, and then we get teleported via plant.
Exactly, like that's that. Yeah.
You guys will be fine. You all look like elves now.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. So his is 14. Yours is 13. Yeah, he's got higher charisma than you. He's got a +3. You've only got a +2. So.
To be fair, right now we're probably not too bad because there's a few halflings, right? So it looks like a regular old halfling and a kind of slightly odd-looking human wandering around together.
Yeah, I mean you were disguised pretty well. You look a little bit weird in the way that you've dressed. And you've got the
Varys is also kind of distinctive.
Yeah, Varys looks like really most other halflings around, except just quite a bit more pale than they are. They're pretty pale.
He's got his hood up, so his ears can't be seen either.
Yeah, they are. The halflings here are a lot more pale than Cowport ones, as they're more northern halflings. So you resemble them more than you resemble the Cowport ones. And Ailey definitely being bandaged like that. They don't you don't look like you're trying to hide that you're a dragon. You look like you're trying to hide that you're female. Which is fine. No problem.
Because they'll already be confused because they'll be
like, wait,
so are they female or are they male?
Exactly. So you're perfectly at home. The only Joe is what stands out. He does have his hood up. I don't think he has like a disguise self or anything like that.
I was gonna say,
no, he doesn't.
Like masks for sale?
No, it's not that kind of festival. But no, he
put it on his face.
I mean, he doesn't stick out like a sore thumb either, because he's still human sized, with a hood over him. It shields enough, and even though it's metallic,
at a casual glance,
at a casual glance, you would not notice. You'd have to investigate him properly, and considering he's traveling with you guys, it wouldn't really invite much investigation. And you two rolled okay enough stealth to succeed on getting through town without much problem, especially while there is this rivalry going on and people are buying lots of things and not really caring too much. Yeah, the people who would desperately need a bounty from you guys are not currently in the streets. So you're doing all right.
Not their kind of party.
No. Luckily, yeah. Not really luckily. You have the fortune of being on the side of the city that is relatively, well, for most of the journey, you're on the side of the city that enjoys a lot of the returns of being close to the trade entrance. As you get further into Westgate, you do get into more of a slum. As much as the city can be slum-like, it's all pretty nice. It's mainly just tightly packed, sort of communal sort of slum in that sense, where it's not very often that people come around and clean up a lot of the stuff. So there's a little bit of rubbish strewn here and there, and there's kids and stuff you hear playing in between some of the buildings and on top of some of the buildings. But otherwise, it is otherwise quiet in the suburbs. While the rivalry is going on out into the trade areas.
Yeah. Let's get ready to go, I guess.
Make your way back into the station. ThatRandomGuy, are you back with us?
I don't believe that.
Does not seem to be.
Haley gives the stuff to Codswallop and to ThatRandomGuy. A mooncake each.
Nice. All right. Well, Codswallop happily devours a mooncake. Yeah. ThatRandomGuy, realizing how hungry they are, takes small bites, but does not destroy it. Obliges the food. So you guys just gonna chill here for the next few hours while
we wait for nightfall.
While you wait for nightfall?
Yeah.
I'm like, do we want to go ahead with doing it tonight? If like in real life tonight, if ThatRandomGuy is not really around?
No, we'll probably just we can do entrance and whatever. I don't unless you guys really fuck this up, I don't expect you guys to get into a fight immediately. I mean, saying that, it's very likely that you're going to fight immediately. So, I think I can control ThatRandomGuy, and if that is the case,
Sweet guys.
But you'd have to monumentally fuck this up for that to be the case.
Hey man, natural ones happen.
They do.
Not to me, but to other people.
Ruthless.
Yep. Hey man, I've got a plan. You wait until we hit level 8. I'm going to enhance this shit. There's a feat that I've found, which will be pretty damn cool.
I never roll below a 10. Get fucked.
I know that's a bard or a rogue.
Yep.
No, I have a way of building up my character so that those misfires are less likely to happen.
That's good.
It's a good time. Coupled with lucky, it's pretty dope.
Does help. Okay.
Yeah, shall we?
So.
See, that's what you got to watch out for, True Noob, if you're still around, is no matter what you plan, your players can fuck it up.
They sure can. I have experienced that firsthand.
I am shoring up some of the weaknesses of my character, that's all.
Yes. Cool. So, well, if everyone's going out at night, it's nothing around. I'll get you guys to roll stealth checks for me.
What was that? Sorry, I missed that.
Stealth checks plus.
Stealth checks? Okay. Is it? It's hit night now?
Again.
It is night
Why
now.
do I keep so close?
Okay.
Like, that is the third 19 I've rolled for all past 3 stealth checks.
Oh shit.
Well, Joe crit, so...
Nice.
Well, that's good. Joe's like, oh, it's nighttime now. I will blend in with the city.
Before we head off, I will drink one of my potions of night vision. So I have one.
I forgot you had those.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And still. My stealth is not good.
What's deftness do again?
Stealth is okay.
Read it.
Deftness? What?
Ah. Alright. Might use that. We'll see how the battle goes.
Oh, potion.
Potion of deafness. 1 hour after drinking, your AC is increased by 3.
Yeah.
Makes you more dexterous, which increases your AC specifically. Yeah. I mean, there is a different kind of potion that increases your dexterity straight up, which affects all of your other abilities. This one is specifically for AC. Just makes you a little bit more combat aware. Cool. Yeah, pretty good stealth from everybody, so no issue making your way across town. Slinking in and out of alleyways and coming out pretty much where Ailey had, well, exactly where Ailey had previously set everybody. Sorry, where Ailey had previously come through. Which is down at the bottom of this black map for you guys. So you're currently in an alleyway facing the warehouse. Ailey has told you that on this side of the warehouse there is the main entrance for carts and stuff, which has got the big double doors. On the side, on the left side from you guys, there is a door at the far end that is a personnel door, and then on the other side from you guys, there is another personnel door, and then to the right of you there is there is a fenced off area where there were people combat training in some way, and then if you keep going,
I'm not gonna remember anything that you're saying right now.
No. To what? Yeah, I know this. You didn't remember from last week, so no wonder.
I was like, wait, I was here last week. What?
Yes. To your right, so right down the street, there's another gate. No, there's not a gate. There's just the wall.
I'll just let Varys make all the plans. Ailey did their bit.
Goodness
Where'd it
gracious.
go? Where'd it go? No. Roga, get back here.
Roga.
So, yeah, so it's just wall down that street. Yeah, just wall further down that way. To the left, you go back deeper into the city. But yeah, there's a few. This is the bigger street to the warehouse, which is why it's why it contains the door for, well, why it has been used for transporting trade stuff. But otherwise, yeah. Ailey did also notice that there is the warehouse is about 40 feet up. No, less than that. 30 feet? 30 feet. Yeah, it's about 30 feet up, tall, and then flattens out. Couldn't really see up into it. There's like slitted windows at the very top of it that you couldn't see into either. The fence that is up on the other side is about 10 feet high, and the buildings you're currently at are probably way too high for you guys to get on top of, and are too far away to really get across from onto the warehouse, as Ailey was specifically looking for close houses, buildings close enough and short enough for you to grapple across from, or jump across from, or fly across from with their wings. So all of the buildings in the alleys, some are only a couple of stories, some are a little taller than others, but pretty much all of them you could find your way up onto and across to the warehouse, to the top of the warehouse, if that was your intention. Was Ailey's intention at the time. But otherwise, you have several entrances you could look into as well.
It's a pretty solid plan.
So,
Do that.
how was that alleyway courtyard fighting area looking? Is it got people in it now?
roll an investigation for me.
Sure.
Should just make walls randomly. Good move.
Not bad.
Yep. It's nighttime. So it's all pretty quiet around here. Other than the
And I have perfect night vision.
Yeah. Other than the smattering of drunks you can hear in the distance. Of people still rowdy after a long night of drinking. But this specific area is pretty work heavy. So a lot of people have gone home for the day, and it's not really a lot going on. But yeah, you can't hear any noises coming from that fenced off area or from the warehouse proper.
Okay.
Look at that belly. Look at that belly.
In that alleyway, does it look like it'll be scalable to the top of the building from there?
Which alleyway? This one?
The one, I assume, was that the one where people
Yeah,
have been seen fighting?
No. So to your to your left, there's not an alleyway as such. There's a fenced off. There's an entirely fenced off area that Ailey couldn't get into. That they had heard that there was fighting into. It's just a 10-foot. It's just a 10-foot fence that surrounds it. But a solid one, and you could try scaling that if you want to. Probably be fairly easy for you guys. But you're not sure about a little.
Okay.
That's gonna pan
If
out.
we think so, if we got over the fence, do we think that we'd be able to climb the building to get to the warehouse?
So the fenced off area is connected to the warehouse. So if you climb to the fence, you imagine that there's probably doors directly into the warehouse from there.
Sweet. Okay, we can go for that then. Shall we?
Okay.
Cool.
Sweet. Well, you guys all over there.
Woo.
All right. Can I get acrobatics checks from everybody?
Absolutely.
Wow. Oh,
Cool.
I never hit long rest earlier. We've done a long rest, right?
You have done a long rest. You've definitely done long rests. You haven't lost any hit points this day for sure. So everything should be reset.
Yeah.
Okay. So Joe gets up and falls down and will take some damage from this.
And I guess Ailey does too.
Oh, you get a natural one as well. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I shouldn't have said anything. You didn't notice.
I mean, it's red, so I was going to bound to notice. Cool, you're going to take full damage from that. Cool, so take 6 damage. You can calculate that yourself. Yeah, there's no way for me to just minus it off. It's so annoying. Anyway,
Can I attempt to use my
Do I
Tinker's
take
tools
6
to...
as well? Is that what that is?
sorry, what? What'd you say, Ellie?
I said so I take 6 damage as well?
Yes, you take 6 damage as well.
And what
Come
did you
can I
say?
attempt to use my Tinker's tools to try and give Joe some health back?
Well, you and Thoricus both managed to scale the fence, no problem. So they're stuck on the other side of the fence. So they get up, they get up to the top with you guys. So they sort of do like a running sort of run it up the wall with your legs and then grab onto the top of it and then pull yourself up and over. And you and Thoricus have no problem, just so nice fluid motion, grab to the top and lift yourself over. You somehow manage to do it as well. Even in your small stature, are able to do that.
Acrobatic. I've got a +7 for acrobatics.
Yeah, exactly. So you manage it, no problem.
I look at things and I do flips. That's
Exactly.
That's me.
Managed to get up and over, and both Ailey and Joe attempt to do the exact same thing, but instead of managing to flick themselves over, they seem to let go and fall and slam on their backs, and that's why they've taken some damage. So you would not be able to heal him currently because he's on the other side of the fence.
Ailey will swear and get Joe to slice through the bandages, as she'll blame that for her loss of balance. Because
I mean, you've got daggers and stuff.
Wings. Yeah, but I don't know whether she can reach round behind to pull her wings out of the current state, but whatever.
I mean,
she would
Joe does have some daggers. All right, you ask Joe to do that. Okay, he pulls out a dagger
to help,
and slices up.
Help pull the wings back out and the tail back out, and now I can balance.
I mean, you just cut the bandages off entirely and just let everything out. But all right.
Yep.
Okay.
Because of how flustered she would be after that.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got your 30 feet of flying speed back. So yeah. So you, without issue, fly up and over and dig down this fence.
Being like fucking pieces.
Leaving Joe and just leaving Joe on the other side. Like
you can grapple him over, right?
I am not strong.
1, 2, 3, pull.
Just throw me some rope.
Sure.
I can throw rope. Does everyone else have rope?
Oh, Crowbane. You all have rope, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any rope.
I have rope.
Thoricus has
Amy
rope.
throws ropes down then.
Alright. Who wants to help Joe?
So, strength?
Yes.
I feel like it should be Thoricus, isn't Thoricus?
I thought it would be a group effort, because Joe probably weighs a fucking up.
Could be. It'll probably be athletics. Can I get you to roll me an athletics check?
Athletics? Okay.
I mean, I imagine it's the same. I don't imagine you're trained in. Okay.
Hooray!
Cool. Let's see how Joe does.
Hooray!
Okay, well, Thoricus' natural 20 does manage to pull Joe.
Yeah.
No, what have you said, Crowbane? Hold on. Oh, Crowbane, no.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you managed to pull Joe over. No more problems. Thoricus very much is the one that helps.
Absolutely.
Cool. So you find yourself in.
With that, thank you.
Yeah, you find yourself. Yeah, Ailey totally helped. You find yourself in a much more whittled down area. So the road that you were on, was once cobblestone, but is mainly just like mud and slop, from constantly having lots of traffic down it, a lot of the time. The place that you've landed, it's a lot more dry dirt.
Rather than trying to go via the roof. Is that what happened?
Yes, you jumped over the fence and are in the combat area. So you see a lot of equipment lying around that is meant for combat training. Some dummies that are meant for hitting.
Anything worth stealing?
No, there's no swords or anything on the ground. Anything that resembles a weapon resembles it because it's like wooden or practice stuff. It is very much a training area for combat. There's like some archery targets as well. It is very much just for training in combat, which is interesting considering anyone who's supposed to be working here should just be a laborer and not combat specialist. But
yes.
Well, definitely looks like we're on the right track.
Yeah, you guys are well aware of the nature of this building, so you're pretty sure you know the deal is with that. Yeah. You see two doors.
Location of interest not confirmed.
Yeah. You see two doors on your left that enter into the warehouse.
Well, there's probably people on the other side.
I could grapple up to the roof if you would like. See if I can spot things.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see if there's
right
skylights to look down through.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Can certainly give it a shot.
Yeah.
That was the
All right.
idea.
Well, it's been a while since we used a grappling hook. Just
but now
roll it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the
Just give it ye old roll. Just click it, see what happens.
Where I put it.
It's in your weapons, because it does do damage if you hit somebody with it.
Hey.
Yeah, 26 will do. Cool. Roll me. You've been strapped, so roll me an athletics check. So,
it doesn't pull you.
sorry. No, you've said it specifically, so we would change this to your proficient skill, which is acrobatics. So you can roll acrobatics instead.
Hey, that's cool. Nice.
Cool. So yeah, you've
Not bad for a first outing.
slip it back on. Wrap the leather around you and clip it on nicely. Fire, not even looking where you're shooting, knowing exactly what you're doing this time. Just fire it up into the air.
Talking to Ailey.
You're still talking to Ailey about shit. Fire it up into the air. As it shoots out. It starts feeding back in. You feel it catch on something, and then you're like, "All right, see you later, guys." And then
Bye.
while Ailey's still talking, just shoot back up.
Fucking off without Ailey. All right.
You shoot back up. Shoot up the side of the
I
building.
made this harness so I could go places.
Yeah.
I can't carry anyone. You have wings.
Yeah. Shoot up the 40 feet, 30 feet. Sorry, up onto the roof of the. So it's 30 feet entirely. So you would be able to get to the top, and then you would fall back down. So you could grab it and see if you could see if you could try and get out of there if you want.
Well, no, like this and be like, I'll let Varys have their fun feeling tall for a change.
All right.
That's what's going through her mind.
So, creating 3D levels is annoying. So I'll just describe what you see. So it's mainly
Wasn't trying to be a dick.
No,
just
it's
wanted to get the most advantageous thing the character would want.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. And I completely understand. And I was going to absolutely create a thing, but because I was expecting you guys to get on the roof of this thing, but
Totally.
but I was just going to describe it because there's not really much to it. So there's no entrance. There's no entrance way on the top of this. It's slightly up a little bit. Yeah, there's slight indents to the walls on each side. But otherwise it's entirely flat. You see little puddles of water where it had rained previously and has not dispersed. But otherwise entirely paved over. And there are a few slits of that seem like they're for air as opposed to for daylight. But probably probably
ventilation.
Do. Yeah.
Gilly, how long has it been since I've streamed D&D?
I have no idea. Months.
It has been quite some time.
It has been
I've
a long
been
time.
streaming like once a week for quite a while now. Even though I've been participating in many a thing anyway, I just haven't been streaming.
Oh, thanks, Buttercup. So roll an investigation for me, and we'll see what you do manage to see, peering through the small holes that you can get through.
Ooh, not much.
Not much.
Tiny,
yeah. So mainly you see just ventilation shafts. So you look and you see like metal and tight turns.
Look at us all.
Yeah, it does seem like a lot of the ventilation is kept on one side of the building. So it looks like wherever you're going into the personnel section is on the far side from where you had approached. Thanks, Buttercup. See you next time. Yeah, and the side you approach from is more storage area, and the personnel side is on the other side. But whatever mechanism this building had served before everyone had arrived and taken over the place, it does seem like there is some. There's still air that's coming out of these vents, even though you haven't heard anyone around. So whatever function this building had served previously, or is now starting to serve again as things starting to live up, has was very much not just storage, was some sort of mechanized thing that it was doing. Yeah.
Can I try and see what I can smell coming out through these things?
Sure. Roll a perception. Perception.
Cool. Oh, the nose of a god.
Yep. Okay. So you get a few whiffs of oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So you get the metal, you get that like tingly petrichor smell of the spice, the tingling ozone nature of it.
It smells like purple.
Yeah, exactly. But there's also hints
That's
of
what I've got written down on my spice pouch.
Yeah. There's a few hints of an earthiness of a dirt that you haven't, you're not a ranger or anything, so this is not something you're keyed into.
Geologist, I don't know anything about dirts and rocks.
But there's something about the dirt smell that reminds you of home. It's not like the earth that you've been smelling around you.
Interesting. Okay. So not local soil.
No. But you can expect that, as they have seemed to have been trading with the old world. But it's weird that it's dirt.
Very odd. Okay. I will probably rappel back down then.
Cool. You have no problem with that. Tell everybody what you saw.
Yeah, pass on the information. You all heard what I just heard.
Yeah. Well, most people did.
For brevity's sake.
Yeah. Cool. So, 2 doors.
And I would point out, so the personnel were at the further door. It seemed more like the personnel area, right? And the door closest to us seemed more like storage.
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking that perhaps storage is best way to enter here, rather than walking into people.
Will the door go all the way?
Not sure
Like,
what
if
you
we go
mean by
into
that.
storage, is it a dead end?
He doesn't know that. He doesn't see that.
I don't know.
Did not see that.
Well, that's
I
what
Does not know
Ailey's
enough.
concerned about. Well, if it is a dead end, at least we saw the storage.
Mhm.
And maybe something to steal.
All right. I'm on with that. Let's go.
Cool. So it is currently locked.
Ailey.
It's pretty much what you get from a look at it. A quick look, anyway.
Can I investigate it and see if it's
Sure.
trapped?
roll me investigation.
I mean, just in case. These are thieves, man. They don't want people take. They steal stuff. They know that people steal.
It's true.
Ooh.
I thought you'd already
Oh no!
done your investigation.
No, it doesn't seem to be
Ailey,
trapped.
My investigation was up on the roof.
No, it doesn't seem to be trapped at all.
Okay.
Well, Ailey just went up and opened the door.
Yeah, Ailey unlocks it. Ailey opens the door, and you guys see into the warehouse. So immediately you see there's just loads of shelving. Loads of shelving.
Ailey wants to climb the shelving.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything on it.
Ailey
So
still
whatever,
wants to climb the shelving.
yeah. So whatever crates or anything that had been brought in that Ailey had seen come in, none of it's here. It's all just empty shelves.
Suspicious. Is there another train station?
I'm going to attempt to be stealthy as I enter.
Okay. Well, Thrakus and Joe don't spot anybody and just walk into the middle of the area. Cool. All right, so yeah, you Varys, press yourself up against a locker, a series of lockers, all made with that that same material that everybody's fucking made out around here, with yeah, series of locks across it, lockers.
They seem like just like personal storage lockers.
Seems like, from first inspection, it seems like that is the case. But yeah, otherwise you see entirely empty storage area, lots of shelving, lots of nothing. There's a single unladen cart still here, right here. But you see a door here to some room over this area, and a door here and a door here, and they go to another room over here. And you can see the door that's over here, which is the large entrance door. On the other side of the old warehouse.
Just let Ailey know when you want her to open a door, because she is probably gliding from like thing to thing, being like, wee,
jumping from shelf to shelf. Well, none of the doors. So that door that you're against, the Varys, is not locked.
Cool. I will crack it open slightly to try and peer in.
Okay. You do so. Peer in ever so slightly, and see that it's like an office area. A reception area. There's a desk and a chair.
Ailey will probably go. Well, actually, probably not that way. Ailey would probably.
Yeah, there's a desk and a chair on the far end, and a door that opens out to the outside. Yeah, and just a desk with some papers and stuff on it, and a sort of waiting area with a small table and some magazines on it. You know, Wynn's office sort of shit.
Getcha.
Joe will come with Ailey. I guess we'll go with Varys. Right, you're just opening that door, Ailey?
Oh yeah, is it just open?
Yeah, it's unlocked.
Yeah. Ooh, there's stuff this way.
So who's doing what? Varys, what are you up to?
What does this
will
look like to Ailey?
head up
For
over
the
here.
door?
Alright, so Varys moves up to there. Ailey, from the looks of that area, it looks like it's a break room. So there's some tables and chairs.
She's definitely going in there then.
Yeah, tables and chairs, and another series of lockers. The series of lockers you see on the far side from the door from you. These lockers are all constructed recently. They're not part of the construction of the building. They're not made of that material. They're made of regular iron and steel, and regular iron steel locks. And
In that case,
there's a
she
whole
wants
bunch of them.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and the
to
area,
just open one.
yeah, the corner area that you're at right now is like a bench and cooking area with with spice
These
cooking and stuff.
lockers?
And those are all lockers.
Okay, there you go.
All right, well,
She'll select one at random and be like, "Tell me your secrets, locker."
okay, well they'll definitely unlock it. We'll come to that. What are you doing, Varys?
This door is locked.
The door is locked. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's it exits out onto the street.
Onto the street itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything of interest in these papers you said were on the desk?
Give me an
Anything
investigation
catch
check.
my eye?
Give me an
Sure
investigation. Ailey, you definitely open the first locker that you see. There doesn't appear to be anything in it. First one.
30, 20.
Yep. So you're rifling through the papers and stuff. You get around the other side, sit in the seat, and like look at the papers and give them a good check out. It's just mainly just requisition, like information about what has recently come in, recent timings of arrivals. So you're aware of the last shipment that Ailey saw come in, which had been last night. So you see that specifically was the last shipment that came in, even though there should have been two trades since then, one this morning and one before you came in. If you'd expected it to continue on like that, those are not on these papers. And just a list of the same sort of deal been coming back through the last few weeks. There has been a lot of, every single trade cycle there's been incomings. That's essentially what these papers mean.
Okay, cool.
There's not really a lot else to it. But looking around the rest of the desk, you do notice that there is a mechanism underneath one of them that is constructed of the same. It is of the ancient construction, as opposed to the desk, which is wood.
Interesting. Does it look like a switch or a pulley thing?
Looks like it's one of the train buttons that you've previously used.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna press it.
Cool. Well, right behind Thrakus, you see a door open into an elevator, like the ones that you have seen previously.
My God.
All right, Ailey, are you looking through?
Right.
Are you looking through more?
Wait, what was in this
Their
locker
lockers.
again? I've forgotten.
There was nothing. There was nothing in that locker. All right. Do you want to look through all the lockers? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, she's gonna look through all of them.
Okay.
The things to steal,
Roll
like,
me a thieves' tools again. This time at disadvantage. For all of them. So click the minus. Yeah. You have no problem unlocking all of these locks. There's no, they're not specifically magical. They're not the ancient designed ones that are fucking ridiculous to unlock. These are simple locks, just simple personnel locks. You open most of them. You find about 50 silver. 50 silver. Let's say 52 silver and about 68 copper in total. That's just loose change that's just left behind in these lockers, but otherwise they are entirely empty.
They're bad guys. I'll steal from them. That's fine. I think. Is this the regular workers' side? I don't know.
There is definitely somebody getting betrayed at dinner tonight with that silver you've got there. Anyway, right. So when Varys, you find this this elevator, and Thrakus does too. What do you do? What's the plan?
I guess I would ask Thrakus to stay there for a second, and well, actually, no. Thrakus is faster than me. I would get Thrakus to go and get the others.
Okay. Well, Thrakus goes and over.
Let them know that we've found some stuff.
Once over, best open the store.
It's only 5 feet difference, but it does mean that they're faster than I am.
For some reason, this door is
That
not
is
the door.
true.
Yep, 50 feet for me is 60 feet for you all.
Yeah. Yeah, so Thrakus comes through, bursting through this door, and goes like, "Hey guys, we found an elevator." It goes down.
I knew it. Where else would it have all gone? Just let me open this door, though.
You break it. Good job.
No.
No,
No.
you're not getting through that door.
God damn it. Fine. Alright, I'm not allowed to do that. Eh.
I'll just bring you. Hold on.
Yeah. Yay!
Right.
Cool.
Is this where we're leaving it?
Well, we can go down the elevator.
Yeah.
He's not here. He's not here. All right. So you come down the elevator. It operates exactly like the other ones do. Come down and exit out into a very similar looking underground thing that's going on here.
Ooh.
Do you think we broke something for them when we pushed that other button?
It's possible. I have no fucking clue what it did, so maybe. Alright. Which door do you guys feel? What door calls to you?
All of them!
That's not helpful. I'm going to this one.
Okay, that one's unlocked.
Which one's locked? Any of them locked?
This one.
The one Ailey will go to.
Okay. Oh, it's not locked anymore.
I need secrets.
Oh my god, you've gotten stuck on the fucking thing again, you idiot.
I got stuck on the door again. My wings got caught. Help.
Alright, get on through.
This way is lit
Hold
up.
on. Let me
Or is it lit up in general? Because
hold on. Let me look at this. You're not giving off any light, but you do have currently vision.
Night vision. Yeah, not even dark vision. I have night vision.
Yeah. What is it out to again?
I want to say 80 feet, but I will.
Let me look at it.
80 feet for 3 hours.
80 feet. So it's bright until 80 feet. There you go. You got some fucking mega vision. You actually see better than anybody else currently.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's the trade-off from usually seeing worse than literally everyone.
Yes.
No snipers at night. Ooh. Oh shit. There is a turn in a corridor right at the end. Off to our left.
Yeah, Ailey can barely make that out.
Yeah. Oh, look at me! I can see things.
Like a tiny square right there.
What are you seeing? What?
No.
I could see like a tiny square there.
Yeah, tiny square.
Yep, I can see
Is
all
that
the way down to here.
That is locked.
Show me your secrets.
It's unlocked.
Lots of doors. Is this one locked?
The one that you're at? Yes, it is. It is no longer locked.
It is not.
I still can't open it.
Yeah, sorry. I had to click the thing.
Ooh.
All right. So you see in that room some drapery, some cloth has been laid down in three zones, seemingly over some sort of crate or square shaped object.
Maybe it's a cage with a snake in it, like at the zoo. We have to rescue the animals.
Oh god.
Throwback to one of Ailey's previous incidents with running with the law.
Hmm.
But yeah, she will automatically remember bits of her childhood where there was poor creatures caught in cages. And she will rip
Boris is
off of
going in for moral support. He is not touching any of that fabric.
So she will rip
so everyone else
the first one.
Sort of comes in a little bit, at the entrance of the door. Ailey starts to lift up the cloth to see what's underneath the side of it. And just as she does that, it gets ripped out of her hand and flies up with the other sets of cloth, and you see cages that are starting to lower into the ground that have trolls in them.
Oh. Don't think Ailey would have come into...
No, all of you are well aware of what trolls are. They come from your guys' neck of the woods. They are usually hidden off in the in the outlands sort of stuff. They're an outback kind of creature in the mountains or in the hills, or just
swamps.
Swamps and things. They don't like to hang around populated areas, and populated areas stay away from them for sure. But you know of them. You don't know it. We can roll things later to actually know how much you guys know about them, but very least, you realize pretty much immediately that this was indeed a trap for you guys, as they turn and snarl, and the door that was previously just unlocked by Ailey slides shut.
Shit.
And that is where we're going to leave it off for today.
Yay!
Thanks, Skelly.
You're very welcome.
God damn it. So stupid. Why weren't there fucking deliveries? This is why.
Mm-hmm. Man. That's great. That's absolutely fantastic. That worked out perfectly. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody.
I don't even remember if I told you about her story with the zoo.
No, I don't think you did.
Did you just know Ailey would do something like that?
I knew that Ailey would do something like that anyway. How do I get Ailey into a position? Put locked doors in front of them.
No, I mean the whole running up and pulling a piece of fabric off.
That works too.
That's very much an
That is
Ailey
very
move.
much an
I
Ailey
don't
move.
think that needs too much thought.
Yeah.
Put something mysterious in front of them.
Pretty much.
I have to save everybody.
So
Hero complex.
yeah. So tomorrow on the Vano channel, I will not be joining. But Beef and Random Guy and Hitcher should be here for more No Man's Sky, I imagine. Friday and Saturday, Random Guy will be back. Sorry, Saturday, Random Guy will not be back. I probably will be covering sometime during the day on Saturday.
You have to have a shot of absinthe.
Sure, I have
do
some of
that.
that. But Friday, Random Guy should be here, probably playing more Pokemans, if not Horizon Further West. Sunday, we will be back with more of the fucking pirate game. Monday, I will be back with more Baldur's Gate, probably. If it's working all right. Otherwise, we might try and find something that's gonna work well with everybody. We'll figure that out. It'll be me regardless. Tuesday, Random Guy. No, Beef. We'll be back with more pirate games. And Wednesday, right back here, we will find out how the team deals with 3 trolls.
Roll in the dungeon.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Meanwhile, yeah, I'll be back on Monday with Baldur's Gate, maybe. Tuesday, Twitch 9 Royale, and you now Pyro Shadow. Is it Pyro Shadow or Punk Pyro Shadow? Now I'm not even sure. Hang on.
Could be any of them.
One of those. You'll
Could be
know
all
it's got the same
and none.
icon.
Yeah, could be all
It's
of
got
them.
the same icon. And then back here on Twitch on Wednesday. Yeah. And then, no, wait. I was like, maybe this weekend. And then I was like, no, I got D&D on Friday. And then I am watching the Sports Ball finale on Saturday.
Gross.
I watched the Sports Ball last week. Yeah.
Yay, the Sports Ball.
Yeah, we won. Well, we didn't win, but the team we wanted to win.
Well, I'm going to finish up my stream because no one else cares about Sports Ball. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Please do join us again next week and any time otherwise that we're streaming. We stream every day, so just do it. Thanks, everybody. Oh, and thanks, Jane, for getting in that spin just in time before I leave. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Everybody else, true noob, I hope